Hey guys, and welcome back for another HIIT yoga session. For today's session, all you're going to need is some space on the floor, a mat if you have one, and whenever you're ready, come and join me in Tadasana and we'll begin our warm-up. Okay, so we'll begin with a quick full body warm-up. So if you have a glass of water to hand, you might want to go ahead and grab one of those. If not, then don't worry, you will get time to catch your breath in between each one. So it's a 3-round format. The first round will be a mobilization round, the next round will be strength focused, and then the final round is like a calorie cardio burn. So just so you know what you're in for. Feel free to just switch me off at any time as well if it gets too much. But you can scale the movements, you can do as many reps as you like. This workout is your workout, so make it what you need it to be today. So we'll start at the front of our mats in Tadasana, and we'll just begin with a quick warm-up. So find yourself in Tadasana, set yourself up as you would for any usual yoga session in that lovely mountain pose. Feel the ground underneath you. Take a nice deep breath all the way in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. Let those shoulders melt away from your ears, and then just gently begin to roll them back and down. So we're going to do 5 shoulder circles backwards, hunching those shoulders up in toward the ears. And then when you've done 5 backwards, change direction and rotate them forwards. So really hunch them up in towards the ears, squeeze those muscles, and then push them back down away from the ears. Once you've done 5 in both directions, just come back to normal. Inhale as you lift your right arm up, reaching up tall. Exhale, reach all the way over to the left. Inhale, back to center, switching over the arms. Exhale, reach all the way over to the right. We're going to do 3 rotations each side. Finding that length as you inhale and lift through the middle, and then exhale to fold and reach. Last one each side. And then from here, come back to center, take the arms out wide, and we're going to wrap the arms around the body as we twist to look behind. Let the arms just fall wherever they need to go. Usually they hit the top of your shoulder and roughly around your lower back where your kidney is. We're going to do 6 or so rotations. Inhaling as you come through and lifting and lengthening through that midline. 1 more each side. And then come all the way back to center. Inhale, take the hands up high, reaching up tall, extended Tadasana, hinge at the hips, bend at the knees, and come all the way down into your Uttanasana, forward fold. We'll take that ragdoll variation. So opposite hand to opposite elbow, crown of the head towards the floor, draw that chest across the thighs, and then just swing from side to side. Feel the stretch in the lower back, the glutes, the hamstrings, and the hips. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, leave the hands on the floor. From here, we're going to inhale, find a halfway lift, sit back, exhale, fold. We're going to do 3 of those. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sit back down into your Uttanasana forward fold. One last one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands to the floor, and then slowly walk the feet all the way back to your down facing dog position. Take a nice deep breath all the way in, and then as you exhale, start to pedal out through the calves, alternating through your feet from side to side. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, push those heels towards the floor. Inhale as you roll forwards into high plank, and we'll take a vinyasa. So option to drop the knees. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. And then exhale as you push back to a kneeling position. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll just take 5 cat-cows. So you're going to inhale as you dip the stomach towards the floor, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you round through the spine, pressing the ground away. Sorry, 3 of these. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Last one. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. From here, just take the hands slightly further forwards again, tuck the toes, press back to your down facing dog position, and we'll take another vinyasa. So you're inhaling, roll forwards to high plank. Option to drop the knees, exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. From here, bend the knees, look forwards, option to step or hop forwards to Uttanasana forward fold. Yogi's choice. Find your Uttanasana, forward fold, and just spend another moment or two in that ragdoll position if you wish. Rocking from side to side, just getting into those hips, those legs, that lower back. And then whenever you're ready, inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana, reaching up tall. Exhale, release the arms, shake it all out. And you should be feeling a little bit more warm. I'm just going to turn the music up for you guys so you actually have something to listen to. Hopefully you can hear it okay in the background. And we'll begin. So the first round is the mobilization round. I've got my trusty timer here, so you'll hear that count you in and out of each movement, and it will tell you to stop and rest. It will give you a 3-second count in as well, and count out, which will really be good. So the first movement of today in your mobilization round is a scat press. So this is really good for shoulder stability. It's something that we'll probably start doing a lot of. So you're going to find yourself in this kneeling position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and you're simply going to keep those arms straight and dip the chest towards the floor, press the chest away. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades together, pulling the shoulder blades apart. So it's a small movement. You should feel the burn pretty quickly. If you want to step it up a notch, you can always tuck the toes, come up into that plank position and do exactly the same thing. Notice though how my lower back is nice and stationary. So the movement is only between the shoulders. So, yeah? Sorry. Is it too loud? Thank you. I never know how loud it should go. Sorry. Thank you. Brilliant. Okay, so it's that very small movement. So I'll start the timer. And you've got 10 seconds counting in. So come into that kneeling position or plank position. And in 3, 2, 1, it would help if I turned it on. If you guys go, you're beginning. So hopefully, sorry, it should have started already. So you've got 38 seconds we're in. So you're dipping the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then pressing the ground away. So you should feel it in those shoulders pretty quickly. Try and keep that lower back as absolutely still as you can. That's your halfway marker. This is a really good one for helping prevent any injuries, or if you have a shoulder injury, for helping to rehabilitate. So this is why I'm putting it in your mobilization round. You have less than 10 seconds on the clock, and in 3, 2, 1, relax. The next one is a down dog to toe tap. So you're going to come up into the down facing dog position, find yourself in that nice upside down V, and then you're going to take opposite hand to opposite ankle, calf or thigh, step back to your regular down facing dog, and then reach through on the other side. So you're literally going from side to side, inhaling to come forwards, exhaling to reach. So set yourself up in that down facing dog and begin. So right hand to left foot, left hand to right foot. Again, take this as slow as you want. If you want to, you could take some time to really grab a hold of the ankle and twist out underneath the leg if you want to, or if you want more of a burning cardio session, then you can just go back to that regular tap. You're over halfway, so see if you can match the same number of reps as what you've just done, or maybe switch it up and go for
10 seconds.
Either that more mobilization option or switch it up to the cardio. You have 4 seconds left on the clock and relax. The next one is a body flow. So staying in that down facing dog position, we're just going to inhale to roll forwards, drop the hips, look up and find cobra. If cobra is too much, you can always come to sphinx and then tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog. So we're just moving from one to the other, maybe trying to find that spinal roll on the way through. So set yourself up in that down facing dog and roll forward. So inhale to roll forwards, look up, find cobra, exhale to push back, find down facing dog. You could even come to up dog for those of you who want something a bit more. Just gently moving from one to the other. If you want to spend a moment or two in each end of each position, then you can. Really nice, guys. Really focus though on that spinal roll, that movement through the spine. You have 10 seconds left on the clock, and we have 2 more movements left of this round. And in 3, 2, 1. We're going to stay in that down facing dog position and come from side to side with an alternate lizard lunge. So we're going to take right foot outside of right hand, chest up, look forwards, exhale, step back, down facing dog. Left foot outside of left hand, chest up, look forwards, step back to down facing dog. So you're just simply stepping from side to side. If you want to take a moment or two to just press the knee away, you can.
Let's go.
Set yourself up and begin. So right foot outside of right hand, step back, left foot and step back. And if you want to take that moment to just press the knee away, you can, rather than step straight back. Work into those hips. Feel what your body needs today.
Halfway there.
And move how it wants to be moved. You're over halfway. You have just coming up to 15 seconds left on the clock. And
10 seconds.
Keep going all the way through. See if you can make sure it's an even number on each side. So you've done both sides the same. And relax.
Yes.
The last one is a scorpion roll. So we're going to come onto our fronts. Release your hands from underneath you. Arms go out wide, and you're simply just going to take opposite leg to opposite hand and then come back to center and then go the other way. So you're just rolling from side to side, opening up those shoulders, opening up the back, opening up the hips. So find yourself in that prone position. Chest to the floor, chin can go to the floor, forehead, and you're just reaching up and over with that back leg, getting into those shoulders. If you want to add a hand underneath the opposite shoulder and spend a moment or two rolling out each side, you can, but this is just more of a mobility thing, rocking from side to side. You are over halfway. See if you can really reach a little further each time with that foot. Maybe you can't touch the floor, and that's perfectly fine. Maybe gravity is just going to help you out today. If you can touch that foot to that hand, amazing. And relax. So you've done your first round, you're in your minute's worth of rest. So grab a drink if you need one. And then the next round is your strengthening round. So you've just got 45 seconds left on the clock, so I'll begin demonstrating the next movement. So the next movement, we're going to come into a prone position, but with eagle arms and legs. So you're going to cross over the arms, wrap the hands together, and you're going to do a similar thing with the legs, just tucking the toes behind the calf or just crisscrossing the legs. Option to do this without crossing the arms. So you're going to come down into a supine position, and you're simply going to touch elbows to knees and crunch the body together. So if you can wrap the leg all the way around at half time, we're going to switch over, cross the other way, and then tap elbows to knees. Sorry, you can hear my skin against the ground. So set yourself up. Option if you want to just do a regular crunch. So set yourself up. You're 35 seconds left on the clock. See if you can touch those elbows to knees. If you want to make it harder, maybe hold in that crunch position for a count of 2 or 3. If you just want a good workout, then just do a regular crunch if that's better for you today. It's a bit of a confusing one, but something new for you guys to try. You're over halfway. You have coming up to 10 seconds left on the clock. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. The next movement we are going to do is a single leg raise. So you're going to come into this kneeling position, take one leg out long, and you're just simply going to squeeze the glute to lift that leg off the floor. Then lower it down with control, tap the toe, and lift back up. If you want to do this in a plank position for added strength, you can at half time. We'll then switch sides. So set yourself up in that kneeling or plank position, and when you're ready, squeeze that glute, lift that leg. Hold it maybe for a count or 2 at the top, and then lower it down slowly. So fast up, slow down if you want to make this harder to add the tempo. Hold for a count of 2 at the top if you want to make it harder still, and go to plank if you want to make it even harder. So pick your progression. So you're over halfway, you should be switching sides now.
10 seconds.
You have 10 seconds left on the clock. And in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Rest.
1, relax. So we're going to come through into our down facing dog and come through into a plank hold. So you're going to inhale as you roll forwards, find that planching plank position, hold, and then press back. Hold, and then press back. So we're just literally going from down facing dog, finding that planching position, and then pressing back. If you can hold for 3 to 5 seconds, fantastic.
Let's go.
To progress this, move the shoulders further forwards over the wrists, so you're really pushing up through that upper back, pulling those shoulder blades apart. Keep those hips nice and tight. Don't pike, don't sag. Try to pull those shoulders apart and stabilize the scapula so that you're not winging your shoulder blades too much.
Halfway there.
Really good. Nice work, guys. See if you can match the same number of reps as you've just done.
10 seconds.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax.
Rest.
The next movement is a single leg chair pulse. So we're going to come up into our chair position, sitting back into our heels, tailbone tucked under, brace that core. Lift one heel off the floor so your toes are balanced, and you're just going to pulse 5 times, going as low as you can go, and then switch sides and pulse 5 times on the other leg. This gets pretty nasty pretty quick. Hands can come to your hips if you want, so set yourself up however you need to, and begin. So just 5 single leg chair pulses on each side, and then switch and alternate all the way through. This gets pretty nasty on the quads, the glutes, the thighs. You are over halfway, so see if you can match that same number of reps. You're doing so well. This is a burner. You can probably feel it. If you need to shake your legs out, shake them out, reset, and start again. You have less than 10 seconds now, so you can make it all the way to the end, and we've got one final movement. And relax. The next movement is a dead bug. So I'm not sure if you've done these before. You might have done them in another fitness class. All the arms and legs go up towards the ceiling. You then take opposite hand and leg down to the floor, and then take them back up and switch sides. Option 1, keep your head on the floor. Option 2, embrace the core and lift the head and shoulders off the floor, and repeat the other way. So set yourself up. Pick the variation that suits you. Really try and push that lower back into the floor. If you find that your small of your back is lifting up, then reset, come back to the center, reset, push down through your navel, push that spine into the ground, and begin again. You're over halfway. So keep moving all the way to the end. You have just coming up to 10 seconds left
10 seconds.
on that clock. You're doing really well. You should really feel this in the core by now, especially if you've got those shoulders. And relax. You have a whole minute's worth of rest, and we're on to our final round, so the cardio round. This is my favorite. So the first movement of the final round is a simple Russian twist. Most of you will probably know what one of these is. You're going to come into this crunched or tucked position. So option, toes on the floor or toes lifted. Try and keep a nice upright torso. Really try and lift that lower back from crumpling over. You're then going to take hands either side of you, tapping the floor from side to side. So pick your variation. Make sure you've got enough room for your hands to obviously pass through, but try not to sink all the way back. Try and keep that chest nice and upright as you do this. Engage the core, engage the compression muscles. You have 10 seconds left, so just set yourself up Obviously, the faster you go, the more reps you're doing, the more you're going to burn. So when you're ready, we'll begin. So tapping each side. If you have a weight to hand, you could always progress this next time because we'll be repeating this workout again with a weight so that you're getting a bit more of a workout, but you'll probably find doing more reps is equally as tough. So keep working, tapping from side to side. You're just coming up to halfway now. So if you're keeping count, see if you can match or beat that number that you've just done. And then keep going all the way to the end. You have coming up to 10 seconds left on the clock. Can you get 10 taps in? 1 per second. You got this. Nice work, girls. All the way up to the end. And then relax. The next one is a goddess to chair jump. So you're going to set yourself up in goddess pose. Feet are nice and wide, finding that 90-90 angle with the knees. Arms are in that cactus position. You're then going to jump, catch in chair, and then jump back out to goddess. You can step in and step out also. So set yourself up in that wide stance. Find that 90-degree position and then begin. So jump to chair, jump back to goddess. So you're inhaling to chair, exhaling to goddess. See if you can catch quite deep. If you were doing those single leg squats properly, this probably burns. Keep moving all the way to the end. If you need to reset as we're coming up to half time, shake those legs out.
Halfway there.
You can. See if you can match the same number of reps that you've just done all the way up to the end. You have 12 seconds left on the clock and 3 movements left in total. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. The next movement is a simple crunch. So you're going to come from this tuck position, let the legs go out, come back to tuck. So option 1, just a simple crunch. Option 2, you could take it with the arms above the head, find that hollow at the bottom and crunch. So pick your progression, find yourself in that seated position and then begin. So you can always re-stabilize yourself by keeping your toes on the floor in that tuck position. When you come back up to the top, see if you can speed them up if you want to burn some more calories, or maybe even hold in that hollow if you're going for the hollow approach at the bottom of that crunch. You're over halfway, so see if you can match that same number of reps as you've just done. You have just coming up to 5 seconds left on the clock. And relax. So you're going to find yourself in the center of your mat and we're going to move from side to side into a Cossack squat. So you're going to step the right leg out, squat down, step back up, and then step to the other side. So you're literally coming over each leg into a single leg sideways kind of lunge, I suppose, keeping that chest nice and high. So set yourself up and we'll begin. So stepping out, bringing the chest nice and high though as you come over that leg, keeping those heels flat to the floor. So don't worry about the depth, just go wherever your mobility allows. If that's here, that's fine. If that's down here, that's also fine. Use that bent leg to push you back up and use the other leg to guide you back over. So you're pushing and pulling through your legs. Nice work, girls. Obviously, the more reps you do, the harder this is going to be.
10 seconds.
Or if you want to make it strengthening, you can add a tempo. You have 5 seconds left on the clock. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. We're going to come down for the final movement of this round into a plank. So option to do this with your knees on the floor or knees lifted. And you're just simply going to twist from side to side. If this is not enough for you, see if you can tap that hip all the way to the floor and add a bit of strength into it as well. If you're kneeling, it's similar. Try and keep those shoulders, hips and knees all in one line. Nice work. This is a bit of a funny one. It kind of strengthens the core, but also gets into the side body. Try and keep pressing up through those arms, keep pulling those shoulder blades apart and bracing that core as you do this. Keep those hips all in one line. You have 15 seconds left on the clock. And
10 seconds.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Nice work. You've done all 3 rounds, so we're going to come back. If you want to grab some water, you can. We're going to come back and finish off in child's pose for a few moments just to cool down. So sitting at the back of your mat, find yourself in an extended child's pose, forehead to the floor, reaching forward with those arms, and just take 3 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. When you've taken those 3 deep breaths, just walk the hands all the way over to the left. Find that stretch in that right side body. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then walk the hands all the way back to center. And then all the way over to the right. And find that stretch in the left side body. Take 2 deep breaths. When you've taken those 2 deep breaths, walk the hands all the way back to center. Come up onto your hands and knees, swivel yourself around onto your bum and come down onto your backs. We're just going to finish with a couple of window wipers. So coming into your backs, finding that supine position, take the hands out wide, palms facing down, glue those shoulders to the floor. Walk the feet in towards the bum and then keep the toes on the floor, heels are lifted. Then you can just drop the knees from side to side, keeping those shoulders glued to release off the lower back. Massage the glutes, the hips, open up the shoulders and the chest. One more each side. And then just gently bring the knees all the way in towards your chest, hug them in tight, rock from side to side, massage that lower back. And then whenever you're ready, just slowly roll over onto the right side of your body and come all the way up to seated. Finding yourself in the center of your mat, we'll take one final deep inhale as we lift our hands up above our heads, palms together at the top. And as we exhale to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.